Hey everybody, welcome back to Biblical Seekers. In our previous videos, we covered the lion, the bear, and the leopard. Today, we're going to cover the fourth beast, the dreadful and terrible beast. It's time to seek the truth.
I saw in my vision by night.
Okay, let's get started. Let's go to Daniel chapter 7, verse 7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly. And it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Wow, so this beast is diverse, or in other words, different, than all the other beasts before it. Now you see, Daniel had never seen anything like this beast before. He knew what a lion, a bear, and a leopard was, but this beast was something he had never seen before. But what does this beast represent? Here, let's drop down to Daniel chapter 7, verse 23, which reads, Thus he said, The fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms, and shall devour the whole earth, and shall tread it down and break it in pieces. So, what was this fourth kingdom to arise after Greece? Well, it was none other than the Roman Empire, and also known as the Iron Monarchy, hence the legs of iron on the statue in Daniel 2. And this diverse beast has teeth of iron, and not only that, it mentions this beast having 10 horns, but does not mention how many heads it has, so we can assume it has one head. Now, if you add the heads of these 4 beasts, we have a total of 7 heads. Now, this is interesting, because at the beginning of this study, the first beast of Revelation 13 had 7 heads and 10 horns, and was part lion, bear, and leopard. Here, let's read in Revelation chapter 13, verse 1 and 2. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and saw a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name of blasphemy. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power, and his seat, and great authority. So now we see that these 4 beasts in Daniel 7 is represented as one beast in Revelation 13. But what do these 10 horns mean? Well, let's take a look at Daniel chapter 7, verse 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be diverse from the first, and he shall subdue 3 kings. So here we see these 10 horns represent 10 kings that will come out of Rome. And if we look into history at what happened back in 476 AD, we will see that Rome was divided into 10 kingdoms. And this also matches up with the statue in Daniel 2 from Nebuchadnezzar's dream, all the way down to the feet of iron and clay, hence the division with 10 toes. And these 10 kingdoms are Franks, Alemanni, Visigoths, Suebi, Anglo-Saxons, Lombards, Burgundians, Ostrogoths, Heruli, and the Vandals. Now, 7 of these kingdoms are still here today. They just changed their names, and they're right there on the map of Europe today. You see, the Anglo-Saxons became England, and the Franks became France, and the Lombards became Italy, and the Visigoths became Spain, and the Suebi became Portugal, and the Illumini became Germany, and the Burgundians became Switzerland. But you see, the other 3 kingdoms were destroyed off the face of the planet, which were the Ostrogoths, the Heruli, and the Vandals. They were uprooted and disappeared. But what happened to them? Here, let's take a look at Daniel chapter 7, verse 8. And I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of a man, and a mouth speaking great things. Now, we see here that the prophet Daniel says he's seen this little horn destroy and completely uproot these 3 horns that are now to this day extinct. But who is this little horn?